Okay, Raj, we only got a few minutes. We got to hurry. We're going to do
Yeah,
NFL
well.
picks today. All right, three, two, one. Music. Music.
NFL picks. We do.
All right, week two NFL picks. I know I was a little juiced up right there.
Yeah,
We're actually doing this like I guess right before the Thursday night game's about to come on.
right
So
before the
let's
Thursday night game. Yes, Vikings Eagles. Yes, yes,
yes,
yeah.
this is what happens when one of us has twins. You got to get in where you fit in. All right,
Yeah, I apologize about
Vikings.
that, but we're gonna squeeze it in.
Oh man, we're all
Okay.
Raj. Anything recording with you is a good time, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
Philly at home didn't look that great playing New England. It was rainy, but everybody had Mac Jones still looked great in the rain, so there's no excuses. Minnesota shocking loss week one.
Yes,
I got to
they
take
lost to
Philly here,
Tampa.
right?
They lost. Yeah, I got to pick Philly, and I didn't think Minnesota would start off 0-2, but I'm going to pick Philly at home on this one. The line is Philly by 6. I think they cover.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Have you done your survivor pick yet?
No.
Your eliminator pick? You got to do your
I
eliminator pick.
completely forgot.
Yep.
I got to
This is just Chargers at Tennessee. Tennessee, I don't know what to think of. Don't score a single touchdown week one. Chargers on the road scored a lot of touchdowns and still lost.
Yes. And they're lost, Miami. They're lost, yes.
I can't remember who they play though. Got to take Chargers. I'm going to take the Chargers to bounce back in week two.
I think the Chargers bounce back, and this is just simply a game of a better. One team has a really, really good offense. The other team doesn't really much of an offense. The Tennessee has Derrick Henry running the ball. Other than that, I mean, Ryan Tannehill threw 3 interceptions last game. They have quarterback issues. I know they got DeAndre Hopkins, but they're going to need somebody to throw them the ball. But regardless, the Chargers win in this one.
Last week they took an L.
Last
week they took an L. Today they bounce back.
Green
Bay, Atlanta. Jordan Love looked good. Atlanta, I'm surprised they're favored by 1.5, so it feels like a game where you should take Atlanta. Yeah. I'm taking Green Bay on the road though.
I'm taking Green Bay on the road. Jordan Love had over 300 some passing yards, 3 touchdowns. He looked really, really good. The Falcons beat the Panthers last week, so that doesn't really say too much. But I'm going to roll with the Packers. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I was going to say I dropped Brett Favre Jr. in one of my leagues to pick up Jordan Love, so the circle is complete, Raj. I need Jordan Love to have a good game.
Gotcha.
I'm going with Jordan Love. All right. The Raiders at the Buffalo. And Buffalo on the other end of the spectrum with that game, Aaron Rodgers goes out and they still somehow lose. You got to think they're angry at home and then they take out Vegas. Like, am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, I think they're angry at home, and I think Josh Allen is also dealing with some of his questionable play. Threw like 3 interceptions and had a fumble. He's got to become a lot safer and a lot tighter with the ball, especially when you're the quarterback. The Raiders squeaked out. Well, the Raiders beat the Broncos on the road last week. Says a lot about the Broncos. Who knows what's going on with the Broncos? I don't know if Jerry Jeudy will be back, but that's a whole nother question for another time. I'm going to take Buffalo at home. I think Bills Mafia helps them pull this one out.
Yep, I agree. Baltimore at Cincy. Cincy by 3.5, even though they looked bad in week one. I mean, it was rainy, whatever, and the Cleveland defense is no joke. But I'm going to ride that Baltimore train.
I am too.
I'm taking them on the road in week 2.
I'm taking Baltimore too. I think their offense is going to look even better this week. Since I don't know what happened to Cincy and Joe Burrow in week 1. I made the joke that he signed that ginormous contract and then he just said, I'm going to take a week of vacation. I don't know if he's going to take 2 weeks in a row. I wouldn't suggest that, but I think I'm going to.
When you're making that much money, you do what you want, right?
Yeah. You don't have to play. A lot of it was probably guaranteed anyway.
Yep. So definitely taking Baltimore on the road here.
Yep.
Seattle at Detroit. Shout out to Hoda.
Shout out to Hoda. Yep. I'm riding the Detroit train on this one. I like Detroit. They pulled out an upset in Kansas City on week 1. I'm gonna stick with Detroit this game. I can't wait to see Detroit when Jameson Williams gets back too.
Yep. Oh, definitely. That's a huge one. Are we ever gonna pick Detroit to lose?
Eventually, yes.
Okay, but not this week.
Right.
All right. Indianapolis at Houston. This is a crazy one. And I'm looking at the line -1. I thought Indy was favored earlier, so maybe it's just flipping. I love D'Amico. I love Will Anderson. Would like to see C.J. Stroud do well. I'm taking Houston at home.
I'm taking Houston at home. I think their defense is going to help get the job done, put some pressure on the rookie quarterback, Anthony Richardson. I know he was scrambling for his life last week, and I think he's gonna be doing the same thing this week. So I'm gonna take Houston at home.
I gotta do webcam, Raj. I look even better.
You look spectacular, Herb. I must admit.
Thank you, sir. Kansas City and Jacksonville. This is an interesting one. If Kelce was playing,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say if Kelce was playing, I would like 100% be on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But Jacksonville is a sneaky pick.
Yes, I agree.
I'm going to take the Chiefs to bounce back.
I'm going to take the Jaguars.
I don't blame you.
To stay bouncing the way they were bouncing. Yeah, I'm gonna take Jacksonville. This is low-key going to be like a really, really entertaining game. Two future Hall of Fame quarterbacks going against each other. I know KC's favored by 3.5, but I like Trevor Lawrence and that Calvin Ridley connection. They did excellent, put up good points in week 1. So I'm going with Jacksonville.
It has nothing to do with him playing at Alabama or him being on my fantasy team. Just love that Calvin Ridley guy.
Lawrence is on my fantasy team, so it has a little something to do with it.
No, I agree. I think you're making the better pick. It's like I'm making the wimpy pick and taking the Chiefs and not starting 0-2. But if Kelce ain't out there and like Tony's a major player again, like this could be bad for them. Yeah. This is one of them. The Bears at the Bucks. Like I'm just like, I hope this was not on my TV.
I'm going to go with Tampa Bay simply because I think Baker's a better quarterback than Justin Fields. I think Justin Fields has the potential to be good when his offensive line decides to start playing better, and when he gets a good offensive line. Actually, let me rephrase that. But I'm going to go with Baker and Tampa Bay. And hey, Baker's starting off 2-0 in Tampa Bay.
I don't know how I feel about that, but I will take Tampa Bay at home to win that game.
Oh, okay.
I just don't believe in Chicago yet.
Gotcha.
The Giants at Arizona. The Giants probably just want to forget last week's game. They're only favored by 4. Like Arizona does not want to win games. They almost beat Washington last week, so it's showing they're a little feisty. So I gotta take the Giants in this one.
I'm taking the Giants too in this one. I think Arizona's trying to throw the season pretty much to try to get one of these 10, 11, 15 quarterbacks that are coming out in this next year's draft. The Murray experiment did not work out how they thought it would be. Cliff Kingsbury, he's no longer there. Arizona's going to be in a nice little rebuild for the next few years. So we're going to take the Giants.
Agreed. Where does that bring us to? San Francisco at the Rams, taking San Fran. They just look like a juggernaut.
I'm taking San Fran. I think they have the best team on both sides of the ball, and I think I think Brock Purdy. Do you think Brock Purdy is better than Matt Stafford? I know Stafford won a Super Bowl. Okay.
I think Stafford is like higher highs, lower lows, and Purdy is probably more like straight down the middle. I think Stafford is like, if they reverse teams, I think Stafford would probably be great and Purdy would kind of be like more average.
Gotcha.
So I think they're both in the perfect situations to maximize their talent.
Yep.
The Jets at Dallas.
This is not gonna. I don't think this game is gonna be close. Zach Wilson came out and kind of squeaked one out last week to help the Jets beat Buffalo, but without Aaron Rodgers, I don't see the Jets winning a lot of games this year. Maybe a few here and there. Now they have a good defense. I'll give them that. Their defense will help them out. They do have some good offensive weapons, but Zach Wilson's just not that guy. And that we saw the Dallas defense last week in New York put up, gave them a big old goose egg. I think Dallas probably has the best defense in the league. I know that's a lot to say after one game, but they got some monsters on defense. Shout out to the Cowboys. Shout out to my wife. I'm going with Dallas.
Playoffs are going to be monster this year, man. You think about San Fran, Dallas, and Philly already. But I agree with you. It's never good for the Jets if, and Zach Wilson, if immediately after the game, everyone's making lists of who should be your next quarterback. So nobody has faith in you. I got to go with Dallas in that one.
Yep.
Washington, Denver probably doesn't deserve a lot of talk. I'm just taking Washington on the road.
I'll take Washington too.
Yeah, I don't know if Denver's gotten it fixed. Then we'll go to the Monday night doubleheader.
I knew he was going to do this. Yeah, we can do that. We can do it. Luckily we get a doubleheader Monday night. Saints Panthers in game 1. I'm actually going to. I mean, for obvious reasons, I think we're thinking the same thing. We're both going to try to pay attention to this game to see Bryce play. I'm going to roll with New Orleans. I think New Orleans is going to win the game. I think they have a better defense and better weapons on offense. And I think Derek Carr's a better quarterback. Obviously, it's Bryce rookie year. So I think Derek Carr's. I'm going to go with New Orleans in this one.
Yeah, I'm going to too. I think they win that division. I think they stay strong. Carolina's still many, many years away. And this is an interesting one. Not Cleveland and Pittsburgh, I think, is going to be terrible from an offensive standpoint. I think the defenses will come to play. So I could see like a 2017
Yeah.
game. I'm gonna give it to Pittsburgh at home, but I don't have a lot of confidence.
Okay.
I think Cleveland. I mean, it really did. You know, which Deshaun Watson do we get out there for real? But I'm giving Pittsburgh at home.
I'm going with Cleveland in this game. I think Myles Garrett and that defense is going to put some hurting on Kenny Pickett this game. I'm going with Cleveland.
Are you doing that because we have so many Cleveland fans on the podcast and they're going to give you crap if you don't pick them?
No, I wasn't even thinking about that. But shout out all the Cleveland fans.
Okay. All right, and I guess that was it for the week.
I think we missed the Sunday night game here on my phone. You might not get it in your area, but yeah. But Sunday night game on NBC. Miami at New England. Miami's coming off the high of beating the Chargers. I think it was 36-34. Obviously, the story was 2-2 for 466 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Are we doing the Dolphins minute right now or something?
Sorry. New England actually put up a good fight against Philly last week. So it was good to see that out of Mac Jones. Mac Jones looked good, but I think this is going to be a nice little game. But I'm going to go with Miami in that offense.
Of course you are. Are you going to pick them to go undefeated this year?
I'm not telling you. We'll see week by week.
Yeah, I'm going to take Miami on the road. I think just a little bit more firepower. I think this will be a better game than maybe what we thought until week 1. Mac Jones, I think, will throw for a lot of yards. Clearly, Miami has some deficiencies. I think the problem is if they take away Tyreek Hill, then Waddle's going to have a big game. Yeah. And not just because I got Waddle in fantasy, but I would just like to see that.
I know.
You know? So, no, I think Miami takes it on the road, starts off 2-0. Especially with the Bills faltering early and the Jets looking like they're about to stumble. I mean, it's a good opportunity for Miami to put some
to climb up.
To climb in the division. So, all right, Raj, handle your business. We're gonna go. What am I doing? 3.
Come on now.
2, 1.
Outro music.
Roll Tide, fly.
Roll Tide, fins up.